Episode 3 of Task shows how the fallout from the first two robberies is spreading in every direction. The Dark Hearts biker gang is now under pressure from rivals. The FBI task force is closing in on the thieves, and the people who stole the fentanyl are running out of options. The episode begins with Jayson and Perry, the Dark Hearts' top men, visiting Freddy Frias, a powerful drug kingpin. They want him to help them deal with the recent robberies, but Freddy flips the power dynamic. Instead of offering help, he forces them to give up half of their profits.
What's in it for me?
25% wholesale.
50.
25 is us being generous.
And I thought I should ask for 80. Given that you're the ones with the 12-inch cock jammed in your asses.
This scene shows that even a violent biker gang is not the top of the food chain. Freddy reminds them that real power belongs to those who control the bigger drug market. This moment also deepens the theme of control versus vulnerability. Jayson and Perry like to present themselves as untouchable, but Freddy's demand exposes how fragile their control really is. Robbie and Cliff still need a way to get rid of the fentanyl. They ask Erin for help, but she refuses, leaving them with no plan and more danger. Cliff then turns to his friend Ray Lyman, a man recently out on parole. Ray sends them to Lee Whitehead, who is connected to Colombian kingpins, people already at war with the Dark Hearts.
Well, look, if you want to avoid Frias, you got two options. Now you step on the dope yourself, and you go retail out in Kensington.
What's the second option?
Exactly. Lee.
Here the story highlights how desperation pulls people deeper into risk. Robbie and Cliff don't just need money. Now they're caught between two dangerous worlds, the Dark Hearts and the Colombian network. The fentanyl continues to act as a symbol of temptation and danger. It promises money but carries a growing cost. Every time Robbie and Cliff try to move it, they step closer to people who could kill them. Meanwhile, Tom and his team find an important clue. The gun used in the robbery matches a weapon from a 2017 shooting linked to the Dark Hearts. This tells them that at least one of the robbers is either a gang member or has direct ties to the gang. Tom and Anthony talk to Jayson and Perry, but they refuse to cooperate.
You guys, you're a fucking joke.
We got a little boy missing. We're running out of time. You got better things to do? You don't want to help us?
We got our own ways of finding Sam. Don't involve either of you.
At a construction site where Peaches once worked, Alea and Lizzie speak to coworkers. Denny, one of the workers, reveals that Kenny bragged about robbing drug houses with Cliff, who works in waste management. This discovery is the first real break in the case. The task force is no longer chasing shadows. They now have a name. When the task force raids Cliff's house, they don't find the men they expect. It turns out that Ray and his wife Shelley had snuck in first. Lizzie hesitates for a moment before helping, showing a flash of doubt in a high-stakes moment, which leads to Ray attacking Tom and throwing him into the basement. Ray tries to escape, but Anthony tackles him after a tense chase. In custody, Alea convinces Shelley to talk.
And the reason I didn't leave sooner was because when I did open that door and I looked outside, all I saw was darkness. There's light.
Shelley says Cliff and another man asked for help moving the fentanyl, but Ray persuaded her to steal it instead. Ray confesses that he offered to set up a meeting between Cliff and Lee Whitehead. Even though Ray helps the investigation by setting up a future meeting, he is still charged for assaulting Tom and will be sent back to prison. This sequence explores the theme of hesitation and trust. Lizzie's moment of pause when Tom is attacked shows that even trained officers can freeze. It also raises questions about loyalty inside the task force, an idea that becomes more important by the end of the episode. After the raid, Tom returns home with Sarah and explains his work. For the first time, he openly says he does not want Ethan, his son who killed his wife, to be released from prison. He admits that he has not forgiven him, but Emily overhears the conversation.
Why do you think I'm gonna see him? I'm so fucking angry. I can't forgive him for what he did.
This scene deepens Tom's personal struggle. He is a man who once served as a priest, someone who preached forgiveness, but he cannot forgive his own son. It highlights the ongoing theme of faith versus justice. Tom's job is to uphold the law, but his heart is still heavy with anger and loss. The episode closes by Tom learning that a car belonging to Dark Heart's Lieutenant Brandon Simons was parked outside Cliff's house. The problem here is that the Dark Hearts could not have known about Cliff unless someone inside the task force told them.
A Chester police officer, a state trooper, and a county detective. I inherited them.
Dark Arts are getting info from someone.
You think it's coming from inside task?
My advice? Suspect everyone.
This final reveal introduces a new layer of tension, betrayal from within. The investigation is no longer just a fight between law and crime. It now includes an enemy within. The idea of a mole is also a piece of symbolism. Even institutions built to uphold justice can be corrupted from the inside. Episode 3 shows how quickly pressure builds when secrets start to come to light. The Dark Hearts lose control to a bigger player. The FBI gets closer to the truth, and Robbie and Cliff find themselves in deeper trouble than ever before. By the end, the danger is no longer just about criminals versus law enforcement. It's also about the betrayals and hidden conflicts inside every group, whether it's a gang, a family, or the task force itself. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.